Yes, this time I would like to talk roughly about the table and three data structure that I directly implemented. Yes, if we generally say tables in terms of data structure, we usually say tables are things that store data in the form of keys and values. For example, what are these things? We usually call the data structure in which the key is 1, and Belu stores the key pairs in each of these 5178. So there are actually many ways to implement this table data structure. But what I did was based on arrangement. Now for the same key, we have prepared a table data structure with connections in the form of a connection list. So basically you're going to create an array like this. Then each of these now impc will come in like this. But from the outside, for example, impc, let's say the value a, in the middle of this, so you apply the hash m number and you convert it into an index form like this. So we're constructing the logic so that it can go into the index where it's located like this, because in fact, other inputs can have the same index. In this case, it is created in the form of a linked list. In other words, when a hash conflict occurs, you can think of it as collecting objects with the same hash value in the form of a connected list. So now we usually use the concept of this node. So when we connect the connection list like this, we connect these nodes to each other. In other words, you can think that we express the children with keys and values, with some structure called nodes, and created a list of connections between those nodes. So the important thing here is, because I implemented the current table myself, when I obviously received input in the middle, I used the hash pontoon to extract the index. So, if I define my own data structure, I must also define the hash function. What is this? What does this mean? Like what you saw, we have already cleaned up the structure A. I have a member called A int B. Okay, so let's say if I modified it a little bit and wanted to use something as a key on the table. So what is value int? Now, at this time, this data is coming in through external input as we saw above. So we have to change this to the index on the array in this array-based table. And he said he needed a hash function to make that change. So for 2a, we have to define the way that when I put in exactly a data, it somehow converts you into an index in the array. So, as you can see, for the structure called 2a, I have to provide a separate definition to write the hash function in this way. We can use it. Likewise, if I assume that I am now 3STL, I have also implemented concepts such as stdset, but the principle is the same. However, I used the concept of this table mode at the beginning. I did. The keys and values in this table are stored in data called nodes. It was said that they would make some kind of connection list or something like that between them, but the only difference between a table and 3 is the difference in what format the node is. So the 3 just stores the key now, and the table stores the key and value pair, and it is implemented in this form. So far, this is the description of the table and 3 that I directly implemented.